These are my note cards for today's speech, both sides. Hello fellow classmates and Professor Nackley. Patrick Zenon here. If there's one thing Austrian people like more than beer, it's Wiener Schnitzel, and today I will show you how to make this. Wiener Schnitzel is a typical Austrian dish that has been around for a very, very long time. It is a thin slice of pounded out veal that is then breaded and cooked in oil. Today I will show you a schnitzel made with pork due to the high cost of veal, which also in many restaurants now you will see it made with pork. To make a schnitzel, you need salt and pepper. You need the piece of meat that you chose to make it with. You need flour, eggs beaten with a little bit of milk, breadcrumbs, a meat mallet, a chef knife, your pan with your oil in it, and a pair of tongs. To start, you want to pound out the piece of meat with this to make it nice and thin so it cooks faster. When doing this, you want to make sure that it is even all around. Once that is finished, you want to uncover the plastic wrap that is separating the pieces of meat. You want to take your chef knife, and if you look at the piece of meat, you could see little white lines that go through it, and this makes the meat tougher when you cook it, so you just want to take your knife quick and just pop it so they're no longer there. Next you want to take your salt and your pepper, just put a little bit on, pepper next. You want to make sure to get both sides of it. The next step is the breading process, and to the Austrian people, traditional schnitzel must be breaded perfect. When you put it in the flour, lay it in. You do not want to push it down with your fingers, just lay it on and make sure it is covered with flour. You can sprinkle a little bit on top if you're missing a spot. Then it's into the egg, same thing, lay it in there, get it nice and covered. And you want to make sure your oil is heating up in the meantime, so it's nice and hot when you put it in there. When you got your oil heating, you can finish the breading. And when you put it into the bread, this is the most important part. This is where an Austrian person can tell a good schnitzel from a bad. When you put it in the bread, it is very, very important not to push it down, or else the breadcrumbs will not rise when it's cooked. You just want to lay it in there, maybe sprinkle a little bit on top, but make sure you don't push it down. Once this is complete, you could, using a little bit of the bread to see if your oil's hot, you could throw it in there, and if it starts sizzling, it's hot enough, so it is. And when I place the schnitzel in it, I want to lay it going away so the oil doesn't come back and burn me. So very carefully put it in the pan. And then once it's cooking, you want to shake it like this so the oil goes on top of it and starts cooking the top also. Schnitzel, it cooks very fast. That's why you pound it out very thinly, so it's called a la minute cooking. It cooks in about a minute or so. So you want it golden brown on both sides. Swirling it. After it's finished cooking, you want your plate with your paper towel on it. And place the schnitzel on it to absorb some of the liquid. And here I have a plate with ketchup and a lemon wedge on it, which is traditional to serving a schnitzel with. And you put the schnitzel right on there. And also what is commonly served with the schnitzel is parsley potatoes with butter, which I have here. I prepared in advance, so I could just show you what the traditional plate looks like. And this is what a schnitzel looks like. I got my recipe from this book here, 99 Times Austrian Cooking. It has 99 recipes of Austrian cuisine. And also my chef, Alexander Jonkik from Austria, showed me when I was an intern at his restaurant. And today I have made officially my 1,275th piece of Wiener Schnitzel. This my chef gave me after my 6 months in Austria, and I thought I would share that with you. Thank you for listening to my speech.